everyone! So today I'm going to be sharing with you my updated plan and what I've been working on, and also I have made a few discoveries about myself the past couple weeks that I really want to share with you guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is I've been kind of feeling a little bit like I don't want to knit or crochet lately. I've been just kind of like, I noticed I've been just sitting and watching TV, which I'm not like that. I have to be doing something. So, by the way, if you hear a cat crying, that's my cat Johnny, and I don't know why he's roaming the house crying. So if you hear him in the background, I'm really sorry. I don't know why he's crying so loud, but he is. It's because he probably knows I'm filming, and I don't really want any background noise. Back to what I was saying. So I've just been watching TV, not really knitting a lot. I noticed that a lot of my projects weren't exciting me anymore, and I was kind of thinking, what am I going to do? My stash is kind of out of control. My projects are just not really exciting me. What do I do? So I ripped out a lot of projects. So I started the beachcomber, I think that's what it's called, tank top. Did not look like what I thought it was going to look like. My gauge was super off with it, and it just did not look like what I wanted, so I ended up ripping that out. I ripped out my love note, and honestly, I don't miss it at all. I don't think I was going to wear it, and so ripping it out didn't make me upset or anything. I was actually kind of relieved because I was like, now I can use the yarn for something I really, really love. So I ripped that out, and now I feel like I'm at a really good place with my projects. And I've been really thinking about my stash. And I know in a lot of my videos, I have talked about how I want to get rid of a lot of my stash. So I was thinking, I think I'm being a little too rigid with my rules with my stash. And what I mean by that is I think I'm one of those people, I'm always going to have a stash. And I know that about myself. I know I enjoy having yarn. I think of it as like a collection of happiness. And so by me trying to get rid of it rapidly, it's actually causing me stress. Yes, I do want less yarn. Yes, I want it to be a little bit more manageable. But I think I'm kind of going about it too quickly, and it's actually overwhelming me and making me not enjoy anything anymore. So I quit controlling. I totally stopped counting my yarn. I'm not going to keep track of it anymore. I think I might keep track of it maybe next year whenever I have it down, because last time I counted I had over 200 skeins, which is ridiculous, don't get me wrong, I know that. But that was actually overwhelming me so much, and it was making me just want to get rid of everything and restart, which is also not a good idea because I have a lot of yarn I do love. So I'm just going to take a step back and just enjoy my yarn, enjoy my projects, and enjoy knitting and crocheting again, and enjoy it as the hobby that I love. So I was looking online, and I don't know if you guys have heard of Knit Stars. Knit Stars is a yarn store that is located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but is also a kind of like a series, a knitted series. They have multiple seasons, and basically Shelly, who's behind it all, she goes and interviews different designers and different, not only are they designers, but there might be people who are artists in the fiber world. So it's not just people who design. A lot of them are designers, but some people who maybe they literally from sheep to skein, they know the whole process. They spin, they do all of that. She's very dedicated to giving inspiration and also building a community across the globe, because these people are not only located in the US, they're located all over the globe, which is really, really cool. She has a couple books, and I own one of them. This one's actually my mom's, but I decided to look through it again, and it's the book called Untangled, and it's by Shelley Brander, and it's a step-by-step guide to joy and success for the modern yarn lover. I need help, and I know that. I think I'm getting a little bit too focused on the little things about knitting and crocheting. I'm forgetting my love for it. So what's nice about this book is she goes through not only like finding that love again, self-care, She goes through your yarn stash, making sweaters. She kind of goes through different aspects. And I decided, you know what, I want to go through this book slowly so then I can really start taking things to heart and fall back in love with this hobby. So I'm actually been answering the questions and really trying to think about it. So the first thing is a 21-day challenge of knitting every single day. And I am all for this because I need to start knitting every single day again because I haven't been. And so she has you pick out 3 different projects, and she says you need to have one that you can easily memorize. One that I think she said one that's bright and happy. At least one should be a mindless project you can memorize. And then all 3 need to be excited. I need to be excited about all 3 projects. So I did that. And I really would recommend this book for you guys. If you guys have never heard of it, you guys definitely should get it because it's a really good walkthrough. Literally, she says a step-by-step guide to joy and success. So like I said, I'm going through it really, really slow because I want to learn and fall back in love with my knitting and crocheting again. So with that being said, let me show you guys what I'm working on. So one of the things I wanted to have is I wanted to have a project that I could take with me to different places. I'm going to be going on a trip very soon, and I want something I can take with me that I do not have to think about. So I really am enjoying making the little yarn cozies that are by Knitty Natty. I'll have them linked down below for you guys if you guys want to look at the pattern. This is the one for the 50-gram cakes because those are kind of, I'm going to make, out of all my mini skeins, I'm making the 50 grams, and then with my leftover yarn from socks, I'm going to make the 100-gram cakes, cozies. So I have this one that I already started and I'm working on, so that's what it looks like. So I have a little marker here to measure from. I think it has to be a 3 or 3.5 inches. I can't remember which. But this is just something that's really, really happy. I love the colors. It reminds me of Pink Lemonade. I've talked about it before. And then I already have the yarn wound up for my next one, which this one's also going to be really pretty. It's a white, pink, purple with little reddish pink specks in it. So that's going to be really pretty also. Both of these yarns are by Silly Goose Yarns. I got them from her Party in the Box, which was from last year. So I'm really excited about this. This is going to be portable. I definitely think I'm going to bring this with me on my trip. If I'm not done with this one, I'm hoping to finish it this week so then I can cast on for this one so I can be working on a brand new one. It won't take me as long since I'm getting going on the body now, so I definitely want to make sure that I have this ready. I do have the pattern on my phone, so if I needed to cast on and everything, I could. So I do have that, and I'm going to be bringing this with me. So this is my first project that I'm excited about. The second project I'm excited about is my Gartergan, and I've talked about this, that I was going to start it back up in August. It's almost August, close enough, so I'm starting it back up. So I worked on it just a little bit last night, and I just really enjoyed it. It was very simple. I didn't have to think while I'm making it, and this is what it looks like. Hopefully it's all in frame. So here's the back of it. So I'm excited about it. It's something different. I like the detailing on it. It's just the small little details that make me happy. So it has like the slip stitch, so you can really see like the knitted stitch and everything. There's the I-cord for the front. I just like the little small details, but yeah, it's very simple. I do like the color of it. It's very happy. So I am very excited about this. I don't know if I'm gonna bring this with me on my trip or not because it's kind of bigger, but maybe I will. I don't know yet, but I am very excited about it. And then the last thing I have not started on yet, I have tried to kind of take a break from finding my patterns online. I love supporting different designers, but I kind of felt like all I was seeing was the same things everybody's been making lately, and I kind of wanted to make something different that I hadn't seen before. So I busted out of my knitting magazines. I love knitting magazines. I'm just saying that. I don't know if it's because as a child I loved my Highlights magazine. I loved my American Girl doll catalog. I loved looking at any type of magazine. My American Girl doll magazine, for crying out loud. I love me a good magazine. I loved Crochet Today whenever I was a kid. I would look through those magazines for hours, just looking at the patterns, reading every single article. I just think I'm a magazine person. So I busted out this one this is the Interweave Knits from summer of 2021. And I saw this really, really cute shirt, and I decided I'm going to make it. I'm going to change it a tad just because I think I don't want it as long. But hopefully you guys can see this. So it's just a turtleneck tank top, and then along the side there's a little bit of lace. So I am really excited about this. I think for the body they work it for 12 inches. I might change mine to maybe work it for 11 or 10 or 11, just because I am a little bit shorter and I don't want it to be like a tunic on me. I want it to look like an actual shirt that I could wear over things, or I could pair it with high-waisted jeans, but I also don't really want to make it cropped. So I kind of want to make it in between cropped and like a long shirt. So I don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but I'm gonna figure that out. So I might just have to modify it a little bit, and I kind of like that's a little bit looser. It's not super tight, which I kind of appreciate too. So I'm going to be starting this, and I'm going to be using this beautiful yarn. I believe it's called the Destination yarn. I got this at Fiber Fest last year, and it's so pretty. I don't remember what the shade is called, but it's this beautiful dark gray with the silver sparkle yarn. I forgot what the official name of it is. I'm horrible about that. But I have 2 skeins of it. I have enough to make it, and I think this is going to be really, really pretty, and I'm super excited about it. So I just need to get started on it. I need to make one more gauge swatch because my gauge was off a little bit. Not as bad as it usually is. I'm working on my gauge. This next probably 5 years, I'm probably going to be working on my gauge because my gauge is a little out of control, so I need to get it under control. I'm way too loose. I need to tighten up. So I'm taking time, and I think I'm just going to slowly work through this. This is going to be kind of a slower project for me. So I need to get that started, but those are the 3 projects that I'm going to be working on for the next 21 days. I'm going to pick up one of these 3 things and work on it every single day. So with that being said, I also have to give my crochet some love. So I have 2 blankets that are the exact same, but in different colorways and different yarn weights. So I know I talked to you guys about the baby blanket that I'm making for my friend. I have not worked on it really, so this is as far as I've gotten on it. I started the next section, which is the yellow. So I just have, let's see, I have 6 more rows to do until I start the colors again. But this is what it looks like. It's just happy looking. I do like it. I think it is very pretty. So I have that one. And then the new project that I started, which is the exact same ripple pattern, I am making a blanket for my dog. Actually, it's my mom's dog. Actually, Lily is our family dog. She's everybody's dog. And I decided I wanted to use some of the hand-dyed yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby that I just know I'm not going to make anything out of garment-wise. So, and this is probably why it's pooling so bad. I'm changing every 2 rows. I am changing skeins. I'm rotating between 2 skeins. But this is what it looks like. So, same ripple pattern, just a smaller weight of yarn. This is size 1. The baby blanket is size 4, so obviously they look a little different, but I do like this. I think it is very pretty. And then this is the yarn in their actual cakes. They looked a lot different. They're beginning to look a little bit similar. This one's definitely darker than this one, hence also why I have to go between 2 skeins, as they do look so different. But I have 2 more skeins of this, so I'm hoping to use up all 4 skeins to make Lily a nice little blanket that is a lightweight, something we can just throw in her bed or she can snuggle with, and she loves crocheted and knitted blankets. The knitted blanket that I actually made that I forgot that I finished up, I forgot to mention I did finish my knitted blanket. I do need to show that in my next video. But she loves it. If it's on the floor, she's on top of it. So she loves anything that's knitted or crochet. So I thought, you know what? It's time to make her a blanket that's hers. And that's where this one came in. And I let her even pick up the yarn because I'm crazy. I know she's colorblind, but I know dogs are colorblind, or a type of colorblindness where they can't see certain colors. But I held out. I had 2 different ones. I had this one, and then I had one that's like blue, purple, pink, and I think green. And so I held both of them up to her and I was like, which one do you like, Lily? And she touched the one that I'm using, so I decided that one must be it. I asked her like 2 times, I think 2 or 3 times, and she always picked the same one. So I don't know if there's just a certain color she can see in this yarn that she likes, or maybe she just picked the same skein every time and didn't realize it. I don't know, but I just decided in my mind she picked out her own yarn. But so that's what I'm working on crochet wise. I am still crocheting. I still enjoy crochet. I just don't work on it in the way of like making garments and stuff like that. I'm more using it for blankets and things like that. But so that is everything in me working on. So like I said, I'm trying to rediscover my love for knitting and crocheting. I am wanting to treat it more like how I used to treat it, which was a love, not something I need to mark off my checklist of my to-do list. I want it to be something I just sit down and I really do love it. And it is something that I have talked a lot about in a ton of my videos, is how much knitting helps me with my stress. And my stress level has been out of control lately. I've been going through a season of my life that's just been not the best for me, and so I'm trying to find ways that can help me deal with it in a healthy way. And knitting is something I've always turned to help me deal with things, and so it helps calm me down, it helps me think clearly, and it helps me do something with my hands, so I'm not sitting there thinking and overthinking basically. So that's kind of another reason why I'm going down this journey again. So I am doing, like I said, I am following this book. I'm working through it really slow, and I think the first thing is called the 21-day Stitch Everyday Challenge. So I did start that yesterday, so I am on day 2. I'm going to keep track on Instagram to see how much I can work on this every single day. She said even if you don't even finish a row, it's literally just like 5 stitches. That's it. That's totally fine. You're just working through, maybe slowly, but you're still working through it. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to do with this. So I'm really excited, and I'm hopefully going to share with you guys the journey also of me doing this, and hopefully we can do it together. So if you're struggling like I am and you're not getting into knitting and crocheting, then do the 21-day every day challenge with me. It would be great to have a little community where we all can work on this together, and that we can just work through our getting back in love with our hobby again and just enjoying it for what it is, which for me it creates joy, and I love doing it. And I miss that. I feel like I haven't had that in a really long time. So I want to get back into this. I'm not going to punish myself for buying yarn anymore. I'm not going to get mad at myself for not using only hand dye. That's another thing that I've noticed, is I'm only buying hand dyed yarn, and there's so many other yarns I want to try out. So I want to expand my horizons a little bit, try some different fibers, and just enjoy this hobby for what it is. And it's just an enjoyment for me, and it's a joy. So I love doing this, but I want to fall back in love with it. So hopefully you're going to come along on the journey with me. And if you already are in love with your hobby, you're in love with knitting, you're in love with crocheting, I'm so happy. And you know what? Tell me all about it. I would love to hear why do you love crochet? Why do you love knitting? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to read them. I love talking with you guys. So definitely let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, this is it for this video. I'm going to be going on vacation, so I think I'm going to film a day early and I'm going to post it the same day, so then we are all caught up. But I'm going to be going to hopefully a yarn store, and then I can buy maybe a little bit of happy yarn, which would be really awesome. And I will definitely share with you guys what I'm doing on my trip and everything. So definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm going to try to be a lot more active on there, because I do miss having a sense of community. So I really want to have that with you guys, and I'm very excited. So definitely follow me on Instagram and let's chat there also. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video.